Hi friends, in this video we will see how we can pass the data to the components. So in the previous videos, if you see about the components, you will be getting doubt that actually what is the use of these components? Where can I use these components in my real time? So where what is the use actually? So coming to that one, let's see in the front end world and all those things. If you go to any CSS frameworks utilities, for example, you have a very famous one, all of them know, who are coming from the backend, front end, Bootstrap. Okay, the Bootstrap, if you see the Bootstrap, if you go to the documentation getting started, and if you go to the documentation, you'll be able to see here components, right? So these components are nothing but what we can see is right now what we have discussed about those things, components. So these are all nothing but those components only. And also if you see, if you go and if you see another frameworks, any CSS framework, so another of some popular one is Tailwind CSS. If you go here and if you see in any CSS framework, if you go and if you see, you'll be able to see components thing. Okay, these components all are nothing but what we can say is another one famous one we can say is Bulma. Wherever you go, you will be able to see these components. Okay, if you go to the documentation here, this is also one type of flexbox implementation of the CSS framework, and here also you'll be able to see the components here. See, advanced multiple components, and these components is card component and everything. Okay, now what we will do is we will try to implement one of the component here, where we will try to use the one of the component, and we'll use it. So we will go to the most famous one everybody will be using in the front end, so Bootstrap. So in order to add Bootstrap into our project, what we need to do is we need to getting started. If you go here, so just copy this one. So there is nothing to do with this Bootstrap thing, so there is no need for you to learn on all those things. Just for the styling purposes I am using this Bootstrap. Okay, so we can cover this whole course in the Bootstrap in our channel. So this is the Bootstrap, just I added the Bootstrap, and now what I will do is I will go to the components. Okay, I will try to add any of those components. What we can say is, for example, assume card. Okay, I will try to add the card into our project. So let's take the simple card, so this card. So I will try to implement this card. Okay, what is the markup we are having for this card? This is the markup. Let's copy the markup. What we'll do, let's go down and let's paste it here. Okay, now I pasted the code here, and we'll go and we'll see the output. Okay, when we try to see the output, this is the card. Yeah, so we will add a container for that one. Okay, so that it will be very nice to, so it will come to the center of the screen. It will have some margin, it will be applied from left and right. So this is the card. Now what is the requirement I am having? I need to show another card. Okay, this is one card and I need to show another card in my, so this is the another card. So what you will do, normal procedure, you will copy that code and you will paste this one. So now I will be able to see the two cards here. So the thing will be changing is card. Let us assume that card title and description will be the dynamic one which will be changing. Okay, here what I will do, card title 1, whatever thing you will be having, card title 2, and what I will do here, the content I will add some gibberish. So now if you go here and if I refresh, fine. But here while looking this code, it is somewhat like cumbersome. So it is so much pain to understand that where it is going and where it is, how much this card is. So if you have 10 of those cards like this, you will be going on repeating of the code, but it is not nice for us. It will be looking not nice if we see this type of repetitive code. Okay, so what we'll do is, so now the component comes into picture. Why can't we make this one card as a component, so that wherever this card is useful in our project, we just import that component. Okay, fine, let's create one component. Okay, what I will do is I will create one component with name card. Normally in the Vue.js or in any front end, Angular or React.js, anything, so you should not create component with single name. Okay, Let some people will be using their business name, something like if Leela is the business, means business name as a prefix for that one, or otherwise you can use some hyphen box or something like this. Okay, all the time use 2 letters with a hyphen thing, so that it is it will be nice. For that for our demo purpose only, just what I am doing is I am just declaring with the card only. Okay, or otherwise if you want, you can declare with the card hyphen box also. It's not a problem, it's up to you. If you practice, you do like this. Okay, now let's go to main.js. I will remove all the code. Freshly I will create a new instance. Okay, don't think I am moving too fast for that one. Why? Because means, so in the previous videos all we have covered the basics and of the component and all those things. So these all element root, adding the element root and all those things we have covered. So that is the reason I am not explaining each and everything again. Okay, if you want to know about this EL and all those things, move to the go to the previous videos and you will be able to find the solution for that one. Okay, so now we have created a new instance, and now we'll try to create a card component. Okay, view.component. Okay, first one will be the card name, and we'll have an object. So we will be declaring template. You can use the backtick. Backtick is nothing but the ES 2015 representation of the strings. Now I will copy this entire code. Okay, and I will paste it here. Nice. So look, so we have did. Okay, we have created one component. Now what you will do, just you will remove this one, and you will also remove this card, and you will paste it the card. Okay, or otherwise. So let's see the output first. So main.js, we have declared the component, and let's see the output. Effectively, yeah, you got the card developed. You got the card output here. Okay, now when you go here and when you want to remove this card, you are also using the same markup, right? So we can create the another component with the name card. Not another component. We'll use the same component card. Okay, now the same output came, but here the problem what it has come is, so it is showing the card title one here and the card title one here, and it is something like duplication of the code. We are getting the duplication of the code. Okay, so how can we, so if it would be better if we pass data to the component, and for this component what are the data needed for the component, if we send the data and the data passed, if we show in the component, it would be better for us. Fine, the card what we are trying to send, title. Okay, title will be sent, and the message, let's think description, I am writing it as a message, whatever. So what we will be having, some lorem ipsum dollar, so whatever the code. Okay, so let's just whatever the string, whatever the message you want to send, and also here also the code I am sending hello world 223 or something like that you will be sending, and you will be sending some data. Okay, random. So this is the two components whatever. So now for this card component, what I am trying to do, I am trying to send the data, title and the message to the component, so that you use this title and message in that component. Okay, now what we will do, now we will go to the component, and in the place of title we are sending the data, right? So we will use directly title, and for the message we will use the message. Okay, so whatever the title you are sending to this component, use that here, and whatever the message you are trying to send that message, use this here. Okay, now I will try to refresh the code. See, we are not able to see the output. Okay, so by simply sending the data here, and by simply using the variable whatever we have written here, it will not solve the problem. We need to explicitly tell to the component that what is the input I am getting for this component. Okay, so those are nothing but props. Okay, what are the properties I am getting? These are nothing but the properties. Props, simply called as props. What are the props I am getting? Okay, what are the props this card is getting? So just you need to mention that I am getting title and message. Okay, so that in the future, whoever in the future means nothing but in the project, wherever you are using this component, so you are mentioning that it has to receive these two things as a property, as a data. Okay, so that tomorrow anybody is using this card, so they must has to pass this title and message so that it could not break up. Okay, now I will go and I will refresh it here. See, you'll be able to see the title and you'll be able to see the message here. So hello world 23, whatever the thing I have passed it for the second card, that is the thing. So in this way, so this card, what we have did, the entire markup HTML has been got into the shadow behind the card component, so that you will be not able to see the complex markup and all those things. The complex markup and all those things will be handled by this card component. So just what you can do is you can use card component like this. Okay, in this way you will be able, in this way real time the components will be very useful. Okay, if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.